we're back. How fantastic. Oh, yeah, sorry, a little bit of a longer break. A few of the elder people around the table, me, needed to go to the little boys' room. Anyway, we're back, and I am Stanford Chidge, and this, of course, is the wonderfully, perfectly, beautifully formed Chelsea Football Fancast. And it's now time for our second match awards of this week, which are all dedicated to the fantastic win at Stamford Bridge last Tuesday night when we beat Paris Saint-Germain to reach the Champions League semi-finals yet again. God, I'm still so excited about it now. Now, first up, we do Man of the Match. And the nominations are... again, there might be a little bit of controversy about my choice here, Pablo. But I did kind of go on what Ross said. But anyway, right, first up is Willian again. Willian gets another shout. There you go. This time playing against PSG. Nice
Started slowly.
It looks like he's got three arms, says the bloke in the gallery. Well, apart from the fact that one of them's got a white sleeve, I see your point. But, yeah.
Looks like he's got 4 legs as well.
He looks like he's got 4 legs.
He looks like that bloke's lying on his back.
You know what? It does. It looks like he's got 2 heads.
Yeah, wow.
2 heads are better than 1. That's why I always said. But I thought he was superb. Massive energy, massive dynamism. I just love this guy. You know,
I agree. Between him and Schürrle, they're the ones that dragged us
through
in the attacking sense.
Schürrle absolutely, mate, gets a vote. He really does. In fact, actually, we might as well do this together because I know they've got one still for both of them, really. But it's Schürrle and Louise and my other candidates.
That's a great photo.
Isn't it a great photo? That. Yeah, don't speak too loudly because I probably don't have the copyright on it. But anyway, but basically they were fantastic. I really thought that Schürrle's energy and directness kind of gave us a little bit more impetus.
And given that it must have been harder for him as well because everyone else was motivated from the start and he's got to get himself sorted and warmed up and ready to go after 15 minutes when he wouldn't have been ready for that.
I totally agree, but I do love Schürrle. I've got a lot of love for this guy, you know, and he's that great shot that hit the bar, of course. He scored the goal, which is actually, I mean, I was right, you know, behind that, and you know, he put it away really, really well.
You always get the impression he's trying to do his best all the time.
Yeah, I love him. He's proper German, isn't he? I love him. He gives 150%. I love him. You know, and he gives it all for the team, and I like players, but I like his directness too. You know, he takes people. But Louise, I thought. Again, you know, the bigger the, you know, he's a real kind of the bigger the game, the bigger the performance. I think
he was magnificent. Other than as Pablo said, his one error, which he's always likely to make.
Which was the error he made then?
He left a ball thinking that he had a player behind him, and they ran in on goal. It was something really innocuous, but he just stood there and let it go through his legs.
There's always one, isn't there? You're right. But I think on the whole, he gave 100%. I thought he played really intelligently. You know, he had that balance between attack and defence quite well. But look, I am a David Luiz fan. You know, it's a bit like you know, admitting you're an alcoholic. I am a David Luiz fan. I know that I have to take it one day at a time. But I like his curly hair. No, but seriously, I love him. I think he's a great player.
I've been a fan of his for 3 months, Chidge.
Yeah, but you used to have a David Luiz haircut, of course.
Before he did.
Yeah, we have actually got photographic evidence.
I'd like to see a picture.
Not with us right now, sadly.
I'll find you a picture.
Okay.
We will. I'll tell you what. For next week, Jonathan.
Yeah, like that.
We'll bring in a picture of David Luiz, aka. Yeah, also, he's kind of a cross between. He's like the.
I'll find you the picture.
He's like the kind of the abhorrent love child of David Luiz and Hernan Crespo.
Oh wow, fantastic!
It's quite spooky.
Do you have the skills of both of them?
Little bit.
Neither.
No, okay.
He can go.
What picture?
He does that really well.
What picture shall I bring in of me?
I like two of you when you're younger.
We want the one of you at Stanford the Lion, even though we won't know it's you, but we will.
A picture of the lion.
I know, but we will know because you told us.
Okay.
Anyway, right. I think we should get on and vote here, boys. I'm trying to remember who I voted for. Goodness gracious me, I can't remember actually. Oh, I'm told in the gallery. I love it. They know what I vote. It's like I've got this little man in my head speaking in my ear. It's like my bad self, you know. You voted for Schürrle, you plank. I think that's what he was going to say. So I voted for Schürrle, apparently. What do you vote for?
I'd probably go Schürrle, although William runs him close.
Well, I think it's all pretty tight this week, I would have thought. What are you going to go for?
Louise.
I know for Louise. So I thought Dave was wonderful again. I thought the defence was wonderful.
I like the fact that you've both gone for Louise. Benches, what say you?
I thought Louise, I thought he was absolutely superb.
I voted for Schürrle.
Did you?
Yeah.
I'm glad that you're giving us mixed messages here, Benches, because I can exclusively reveal that the results are 18% for William, which means 41% for Schürrle, and 41% for Louise. And amazingly, I chose a photograph where they were both in it. Spooky.
You're prescient, aren't you?
I am. I'm omniprescient.
Yeah.
Right, benches, casting vote. Benches, do your job.
Louise, for me.
Shirla. Louise it is then.
No, hang on. Right, Louise. Hands up for Louise. 3. Hands up for Shirla.
And
there you go.
William's other arm.
No,
as well.
Louise, it is. No, that's the casting vote,
But Tanner
mate.
gets 3 votes, though, surely.
No, he
He's got a
doesn't.
laptop.
Not for wearing those shorts. He should actually get marks taken off for wearing those
Yeah,
shorts.
okay, fine.
And where's the gap? Where's the marker pen? Nobody's drawn a smiley face on his knees yet. What are they like? Right, so Louise gets it. Thoroughly deserved. Now, next up is chant of the match. And there, I've got to say, there were some absolute crackers this week. But I'm oddly going to start the nominations off with an old classic, which is "Come on, Chelsea, come on, Chelsea." But on a match like that, on a night like that, Jonathan's giving me the whole terrible diction, darling, terrible diction.
No,
Terrible diction.
just unoriginal, really.
No, it might be unoriginal, but you know what? That's the song that comes out when the team needs it. They need a lift. They need a bit of a boot up the
I always
rear.
feel it's slightly desperate, though. Come on, Chelsea.
Well, only because the people in the East, you see, people like me go, "Come on, Chelsea,
And I'm
come
going,
on," full of
I'm
aggressive
actually
intent.
I'm
You're
going,
"Come on,
No,
Chelsea,
excuse
come
me.
on,
No,
Chelsea,
No,
come on."
that sounds terribly desperate. I actually go, "Oh, hell, hey."
Sometimes words fail me.
No, I don't.
Only Jonathan Kidd can do this to Chidge, honestly, that's quality. Anyway, so look, come on Chelsea, but I tell you what, the real ones, there's a couple of other crackers. And the first one is, we've done it before, champions of Europe. But you know what, we've got a little bit of a video to show you just how it was done.
That was a great moment.
Is that quality? That's
Brilliant.
Yeah, but you know what? Again, those European. I'm going to sound like that plum Clive Tilsley. You know that night in
Clive
Barcelona,
Tilsley,
that
it's very
night
like
at
that,
Stamford
isn't he?
Bridge. But on nights like this
Night
at
at
Stamford
Stamford
Bridge,
Bridge.
you know, one of the things that I love is the one step beyond being played, because it is our song. You know, Madness of Chelsea, for God's sake. You know, and it's our song. And I tell you what, there's nothing like a night like that to get everybody bouncing. And what I particularly like are the number of fat old blokes like me who get a bit excited because they're a bit peed. You know,
That and Maspilicueta on his
Yeah,
own
I was
in the
gonna
centre
say.
circle. going
well,
like that
and
as
all
well.
the players as well. But I mean, we've got a lovely example of one step beyond. Now, have a look at this. I mean, you know, that, for me,
Brilliant.
yeah, isn't that brilliant, Dan? I mean,
That's Chelsea.
That is Chelsea, isn't it? I mean, it is so undeniably Chelsea. I love that. I can't for the life of me remember what I voted for, but I suspect it was We've Done It Before, having said all that. But what are you going to vote
I'm going to break every rule I have and go for We've Done It Before, just because it gave such a positive lift to the
did,
team
didn't
at a
it?
time when they needed it. And actually, yeah.
It's kind of why I
Yeah,
voted for it.
it
I
had
love
to
it.
be,
Darren,
yeah.
I mean, I know even you liked it.
Yeah. I hate Sloops on beers. I do. It just lifted everyone.
It did, didn't it?
You know, it was.
And
It
it's
was
spread,
brilliant.
didn't it? It's
Yeah.
spread. I love it when a
Very
song
quickly.
spreads like that.
It was. I mean, I don't agree with singing it at Swansea as well, but yeah, definitely with a PSG game.
Jonathan, I thought Done It Before
You
was
like it?
well, I just like the way it came
Yeah.
from nowhere.
Totally
But
agree.
it was moving. I was moved by it. I found the whole game just an emotional,
It was wonderful, wasn't it?
wonderful.
You're fairly agreed, are you?
Unanimous.
Yes, okay. Well, I'm delighted to tell you that Come On Chelsea has got 7% and
Oh,
is therefore in
good.
third place. One step beyond. I'm quite slightly surprised that this only got 12%.
Liquidator.
Yeah, but I think they... Oh, no. Shut up.
Either way, it's not an actual chant of a match. One step beyond isn't really.
No,
a chant.
I know, but it's kind of very celebratory in its proper shells. But I mean, 81%, we've done it before, stonking win, and I'm glad about that. That's lovely jubbly.
Can I
That's
just
brilliant.
make a little point?
Yeah,
Blue Day.
yeah.
I'm singing on that.
You're singing on that.
Are you?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
Which
Because
one?
the bloke who wrote
I'm surprised you didn't do the
Yeah, I
voice.
didn't know
The
something
bit in the
like
middle that
that.
goes.
No, that's not me. But,
That's the bit of commentary.
but again, yeah, there's no, I didn't do that. I think I may have done it in the guide. The bloke who wrote it was a guy called Mike Canaris.
I met him.
Yeah,
I met him.
He used to sit next to him, and he phoned me up and said, "Jonathan, come before we're doing the song. Can you come and do it?" And we double tracked it and triple tracked it. You can actually you can hear the other people in the back. He said because the players probably won't be able to come up to scratch with singing it properly. So he's just, from time to time he brings up all the backing, and it's myself and two other blokes.
Well, there we go.
Yeah.
How about that? You're famous, aren't you? We are honoured to be in the presence of greatness and fameness.
I don't think so. It's just an
We
interesting silliness about, I'm being, benches are bowing to
The
me.
benches are bowing.
Benches are bowing, but
One
no.
day they're going to come
no.
up and they're going to throw their knickers at you, Jonathan.
I'd love that.
Well, actually, that's already happened.
He had that once,
Tell's
yeah.
already
He
done
did that, and I didn't wear them though, did
Well,
I?
thankfully, they weren't Tell's knickers.
No, they weren't. There was somebody
You'd have
else.
been in trouble.
Yeah.
Right, time for Guinness moment, I believe. And this week, finally, for those of you who love Petr Cech, finally, he gets some credit. Because he's been a bit overlooked tonight, I think.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He didn't turn up in any of the Man of the Match nominations, possibly
He
could have
turned up in
done.
mine.
Well, yeah, no, that's what I mean. Anyway, Petr Cech gets nominated for... I mean, he actually made some phenomenal saves all night, but this one was particularly brilliant.
Was the last minute save?
It was almost the last kick of the game, wasn't it?
In the corner.
And they did a really good move, actually. We looked a bit tired, and again, I was right behind this, and I can't remember the bloke's name who kicked it, but it was curling inside Cech's left-hand post, and he just got down really quickly, palmed it away. That, my friends, kept us, in the Champions League. That was an absolutely stonking stave.
And he made up for his error from the week before.
Didn't it just, where he failed to get down low to
Indeed.
his left. But I think he saw this... Well,
With a bit
actually,
more
do you know,
time.
thinking of
It's
it,
slightly
he wouldn't have
further
seen
away.
It curled in, so he
Did.
wouldn't have seen it.
Just a gnat's further away, I think, a bit more
Yeah,
time.
possibly. Top save. Now, this one, I mean, you talk about the... and I really did go, ooh, when that happened. I also went, ooh, when this happened, and I thought this was a brilliant moment. I thought so at the time, but it was too quick for me to really see. When I got home and I saw it on the highlights, I couldn't believe it. But that shot of Shirley's where he hit the bar.
Yeah, it was
blimey.
great, wasn't it?
But I mean, the way he just turned and the bend on it, and the bar was like doing this. It was proper stuff. I love that. Now, last but by no means least, I would not be able to hold my head up high unless I gave this a nomination because Grocer Jack, the lovely Tony Glover from the Podding Shed, he certainly mentioned this right after the game, and I think what do we call Joe Tweeds?
No less a man than Joe Tweeds.
No less a man than Joe Tweeds also mentioned this too. But this is
Fantastic article by him in
always
Plains of Almeria. Wonderful.
Plains of Almeria.
I saw you commented on it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was
That's
great.
amazing.
Joe-
I tweeted a
Joe
comment.
writes brilliantly, but no more distractions. We've got lots to do. So basically, Louise's 50-yard pass right onto the toe of Oscar. That was absolute
I remember
quality. Absolute quality. Right, so who are you going to vote for, Pablo?
Oh, it's got to be one of the goals, though, sadly, which doesn't really count for anything. So we'll give it to Cech's save, I suppose.
You're going for Cech's
Has
save.
to be one of the three.
Check save.
Yeah, go on.
Darren?
Even if the goals were there, Denver Bar's goal cannot be classed as a Guinness moment because it was shocking.
It's not, though.
I know, I'm saying even if
But
it
that's
was...
why. That's why.
I agree with you.
Trying to avoid
That's
the
why you
goals.
can do a Sky Sports and just give it to a goal.
Yeah.
I would say it's got to be Petr Cech save because obviously
Yeah.
we'd have been knocked out otherwise, and it was a fantastic save. Schürrle's one was good, Louise's one was good, but Cech's was exceptional, and it kept...
I agree. I don't think he figures enough in these moments.
Yeah,
so,
full house for
yeah.
Cech. I myself voted for Cech. Benches, what about you?
Check.
Yeah, I voted for Cech as well.
It has to be check. Without that save, we're out.
Yeah, too right.
It's like it was a bit like De Hoy in the Vicenza game in '98. That last-minute save, and if it had gone in, we were out as well. So,
I think-
yeah.
End as well.
I don't remember. I was going to say, Chidge, you asked Paul about the Vicenza game earlier in the atmosphere. You didn't ask us to about it.
Yeah, probably.
Or the benches.
Or me, yeah.
You saved it
Any
for
of
one
the people that
person
were there.
who wasn't at either. Were you at Bruges and Vicenza?
Yes.
We were.
Yeah.
So everyone apart from the one person who lost
Paul Furlong.
was at Bruges and Vicenza.
Do you want the results or not? All right, okay. They are Louise. He got 19% in third. Shirley 26% for hitting the bar. I actually get quite a lot of percentage for hitting the bar.
Oh, you.
And that means that the winner is Penachet. 55%, smashing it. Yes. He's Stan. Oh, what do you think this is? Soccer AM? Get a life. Right, okay, last but not least, this is my favourite bit of the week. I say it every week, but it's true. I just love picking the celery moments. I live for the celery moments. I really am that sad. But they are Jose whizzing down the touchline to both celebrate and also to give the players instructions, which I thought was hilarious. But there is an even better one than this, I do believe. This is just mental. This is what the definition of a celery moment is. Look at this picture. Sorry for those of you listening, but I will explain it. It involves David Luiz. Okay, the players are all celebrating in one corner, and then there is, I believe it is Azpilicueta, although we can't tell from this because David Luiz. Harryman is in the gallery running around. He can't believe what he's seeing.
David Luiz is performing fellatio.
Oh, come on. I mean, it looks like David Luiz is noshing him off. Let's not muck around.
I just said that, but I didn't do it in such
a
He's saying
appallingly grotesque way.
It's just absolutely mental. But
It's just ridiculous.
But I swear. I mean, okay, because David Luiz is like lying down like that, and it looks like Azpilicueta's legs are up in the air. Like
They are.
But it's not true, because actually Azpilicueta is lying on his front with his back legs up, and his head is underneath.
Well, that's even worse.
I know. It's absolutely mental, isn't it? That is just absolute quality. Oh my God. You can't sell David Luiz with stuff like that going on. I mean, it's just ridiculous. Oh, blimey. Right, now, okay, the last one, the last nomination. I mean, why do we bother? This has got to win it. It's got to win it. The last nomination is for the players at the end who are all bouncing up. There you go. There's a whole group of them bouncing up and down. And they were all bouncing up and down to the strains of One Step Beyond.
Apart from Brado, who looks very severe in the background.
He looks like somebody's trod on his toe. Or in fact, actually, it looks like somebody's like taken his head off and stuck it on the back of Azpilicueta there.
And he
Maybe it was
also looks like
Luiz.
a man who's missing the first leg of the next round out in a Vicenza Cup.
Yeah, true.
Oh, is he missing again?
He is. Who will he play?
But he won't be missing the final if we get there, because he can't get like.
No, he
you
can't.
know,
You won't miss in the
correct
next
with
leg
that.
either.
Yeah.
But who will he play?
Is he going to put Ashley Cole at
Look,
left back
guys,
now?
I mean,
Yes.
I love you all to pieces, and I'm going to try and gather my thoughts after that David Luiz moment. But what are you going to vote for?
No, Luiz. I
Luiz.
suppose.
It's got to be Jose in the touch.
Jose on the touchline.
Be?
No, it's fair. You know.
Yeah, Jose in the touch.
Jose and the touchline cats. Benches.
Yeah, Jose's right. Little honourable mention for David Luiz earlier. That sliding kind of trying to keep the ball in from going for a corner. I don't know if anybody remembers that.
That would be a Guinness moment.
Think so?
Yeah, don't you know the difference yet, Chad?
I thought he was fully committed. He was fully committed to it. I thought.
All right. Breaking news. I've got the results. I'm gutted. I mean, look, that is just.
Jose didn't win.
No, shut up. I haven't told you.
You said you were gutted. That's what I assumed you meant. Well,
Because Louise didn't win, and I thought it was hilarious. Louise only got 6%.
Yeah. That's
Obviously,
often the case with
Chelsea
that kind
supporters
of
don't have a sense of humour.
No.
They're not in touch with their toiletry side. Anyway,
Yeah.
40% goes to the players bouncing up and down to One Step Beyond, and therefore Darren Mantle is it doesn't look like it, but he is a very happy man because Jose on the touchline gets 54%.
He is brilliant.
I'm happy too.
Brilliant. All right, we've got to go for a break, and then we'll be back for a bit of chatter stats and a bit of Chelsea news and all that kind of jazz. We'll be back in a second.